Good morning students. In today's class we are going to continue exercise 1.3 fifth question. What can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17? Perform the division to check your answer. We will go for log division. Here solution. 17 is a divisor and 1 is a dividend. It can be written as 1 can be written as 1.000. Yes or no? Now see here. So we'll take 0.0. 17 5 is 85. 10 minus 5 will be 5 and here it will become 15. Okay. Now it will going to become 150. 17 8 is 136. 10 minus 6 is 4 and here 4 minus 3 is 1. Now it will become 140. Again 17 8 is 136. Now 10 minus 6 is 4. 3 minus 3 is 0 and here 0. Now it will become 40. Okay. 17 3 is 51. 17 2 is 34. 10 minus 4 is 6 and 3 minus 3 is 0. Now it will become 60. 17 4 is 68. Now we will go for 17 3 is 51. 10 minus 1 is 9 and here 5 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. Now it will become 90. 17 5 it will become 85. 10 minus 5 is 5. Here it will become 0. Now will become 50. 17 2 17 2 is 34. 10 minus 4 is 6 and 4 minus 3 is 1. Now it will become 160. Okay. 17 7 is 119. Okay. 17 8 is 136. 17 9 is 153. 17 9 are 153. 10 minus 3 is 7. 5 minus 5 is 0. Now we will continue here. Become 70. Now 17 5 is 85, right? 17 4 is 68. 10 minus 8 is 2 and here it will become 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Now it will become now 20, right? 17 1s are 17. It will become 3. Now it will become 10 minus 7 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now it will become 30. Okay, 17 1s are 7. 17 2s is 34. Again 17 1s are 17. 10 minus 7 is 3. 2 minus 1 is 1. It will become 130, right? 17 6 is 102. 17 7 is 119. 17 8 is 136. We will go for 17 7 119. 10 minus 9 is 1. Here 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. So it will become 130 minus 119 is 11. Then it will become 110. 17 7 is 119. Right. 17 6 is 102. 17 6 is 102. 10 minus 2 is 8. It will become 0 0. Now it will going to become 80. Now 17 5 is 85, right? You have to select a smaller number. 17 4 is 17 4s are 68. 10 minus 8 is 2. Here 7 minus 6 is 1. Now it will become 120. 17 7s is 119. 120 minus 119 is 1. Now see students, we started from 1 divided by 17. See here 1, again we got n, again it will go on continuing, again the same procedure will go on continuing, right? What they told, what can the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion? How many numbers? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. What we can tell, the maximum number of digits in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17 can be 16. See here, if you go on continue, again the same process will go on continuing, yes or no? That's why they ask, what are the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits? How many numbers? How many numbers? What are the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. What we can write the answer? The maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17 can be 16. Yes or no? The solution is, we can write in word form, that is the maximum number of digits, yes, be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17 can be 16. How many maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17 is 16. Okay. Now we will see the next question. Now the 7th question tells that, write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. In last class we have learned that the number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring is an which number? It's a rational number or an irrational number? The answer will be irrational number. The number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring is nothing but a irrational number. Write 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. We have to give here an example. Okay, write a solution. The number whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring are, we can give an example, 0.01001 0001, okay, 0001. This is an example here. It is not repeating, okay, Non-terminating, non-recurring means it is not repeating. Again you can give example 0, 0, 0, 3. Okay, so many examples you can give for this. They are told to write 3 examples. See here it is non-terminating first case and it is not repeating. See here 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Yes, 0.003, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 3. Okay, you can write here 0.003, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3. Okay, you can give whichever example you can want. Okay, these are nothing but a non-terminating, non-recurring. Suppose I will tell you, student, don't get confused here. Non-terminating recurring, see here 0.01, 01, 01, 01, 01. This is an rational number because see here what it is repeating, 0, 1 is repeating again and again. But this is an non-terminating, non-recurring means this is an irrational number. Here it is not repeating. Yes or no? See here 0.01, 001, 0001. It's not repeating. These are examples for non-terminating, non-recurring. You can give an infinite number of examples for this. Okay, we'll go for the next question. The next question we go for 9th one. Classify the following. Classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. First one they have given root 23, second square root of 225, third one 0.3796, fourth one 7.478, and last one 1.10, 100, 100, 140, See here students, we have to tell here among these which are the rational numbers and which are the irrational numbers. As you know that the number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring is an irrational number, and the number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating recurring are the rational numbers. Now see here we will classify which of the following numbers are rational or irrational. See the solution. First one is square root of 23. Say square root of 23. If you do square root of 23, it's a non-terminating, non-recurring. Okay, we won't get the exact value for this. This is an irrational number. This is an irrational number. So next one is square root of 225. Square root of 225 is 15. Therefore, square root of 225 is rational number. Is rational number. Third one, 0.3796. See here, it is terminating. The number whose decimal expansion is terminating. Which number it is that? I told you beginning only, the number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating recurring is rational number. Here it is terminating. Terminating means this is definitely an rational number. Okay, this is rational number. Okay, this is an irrational. First one is an irrational number, second one is rational number, third one is also rational number. Now we see fourth one. Tell me whether fourth one is a rational or irrational. We have to see the decimal expansion of this. 77.478478. Okay, here 478478 is getting repeated. Therefore, this is an non-terminating recurring. The number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating recurring is rational number. Fourth one is 7.478478. So here, this will show it is non-terminating, and here it is repeating 478478. Recurring means, don't get confused, recurring means repeating, non-terminating, repeating. Which number it is? Rational number. This we can tell rational number. Fifth one, 1.10, 1001, 0001, 401, ... See here, first of all, this is non-terminating. Okay, we will see it is recurring or non-recurring. Say 10, 100, 1300. It is non-recurring. Non-terminating, non-recurring means definitely this is an irrational number. Okay, the main concept you have to remember is that the number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating recurring will going to be a rational number, and the number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring will going to be a irrational number. See here, your exercise 1.3 completed. Now we will see the next concept related to the number system. Now see here student, the next concept we will read, that is operations of real numbers. We know that real numbers means the collection of all rational and irrational number will going to form a real numbers. Now see here, we are going to apply the operations on real numbers. Now we will see one by one. See here, the sum, difference, product and quotients of two rational number will be rational. See here, if you take two rational numbers and we do the sum of two rational number, what we will get the answer we will see here. But they are told that the sum, difference, product and quotients of two rational numbers will be rational. If you take two rational number, if you perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, the answer will definitely be again a rational number only. If you take two rational number, if you perform the operations, definitely we are going to get a rational number only. We will see one by one. See here denominators are different, therefore the LCM will be 7 4s is 21, 7 4s are 21, 4 7s are is 21, 4 3s are 12, 7 7s are 49. It will be 9 10 11 4 5 6, 61 divided by 21. 61 divided by 28 is definitely a rational number only. See again, what we can conclude from here? If you take two rational number, if you do addition, again a rational number only we are getting. Now we will take two rational number and we will do the subtraction. We will see what the result will come. Now see here, 7 minus 3 by 4. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 by 4. It will become 1. Definitely 1 is a rational number. Yes or no? Now see here, multiplication. Take two rational number, and if you do multiplication, again a rational number will only come. We will check it. 7 3s are 21. 4 4s are 16. Definitely this is also a rational number. Now see here, 7 by 4 divided by 3 by 4. This will become 7 by 4 into 4 by 3. The answer is 7 by 3. From this we can conclude the first point, that is the sum, difference, product and quotients of two rational number will be rational only. Now see a second point. If we add or subtract a rational number with an irrational number. See here, take one rational number. Okay, take one rational number. Here 5 is one rational number and root 7 is one irrational number. Okay, if you do addition, what will happen? 5 plus root 7. Definitely 5 plus root 7 is an irrational number. See here, we took one rational number, 5 is one rational number, and we took one irrational number, that is root 7. If you do addition or subtraction, if you take one rational number and one irrational number, if you perform addition or subtraction, definitely the answer will be irrational number only. You can see here 5 is one rational number and root 7 is an irrational number. If you do addition, definitely this is an irrational number only. Again, if you do subtraction also, definitely 5 minus root 7 is an irrational number. Okay, therefore what we can tell, if we add or subtract a rational number with an irrational number, then the outcome will be irrational, then the result will be irrational. Okay, if you take one rational number and one more irrational number, you take one rational number and one irrational number. If you perform addition or subtraction, the answer definitely will be a irrational number only. Now third point we will see, if we multiply or divide a non-zero rational number. Okay, if we multiply or divide a non-zero rational number with an irrational number, then also the outcome will be irrational. If you take one rational number and one irrational number, if you do multiplication or division, definitely the answer will be a irrational number only. See here 7 is a rational number, root 5 is a irrational number. What we can tell about this 7 root 5? 7 root 5 is nothing but is irrational number. Okay, now we will see for division also. So you take root 7 is a rational number, right, and root 5 is a irrational number. If we perform division also, definitely this is an irrational number. What we can tell? In general we can tell, if we add, subtract, multiply or divide a rational number with an irrational number, definitely the answer will be irrational number only. So what we can tell here is that if you take one rational number plus irrational number, the answer will be irrational only. If you take rational number and if you do subtraction with irrational number, the answer will be irrational only. Okay, take rational number, if you do multiplication with irrational number, here also the answer will be irrational number only. Okay, if you take rational number, if you divide with irrational number, the answer will be irrational number only. Okay, what we learnt in first point? In first point we learned if you add, subtract, multiply, divide two rational number, definitely the outcome will be rational number only. The second and third point will tell that take rational number and add with irrational number, definitely the answer is irrational. Okay, if you do subtraction with rational and irrational number, it will come irrational. If you do the product, if you do the division, definitely the answer will be irrational. In general, we can tell if one irrational number is there, definitely the answer will be a irrational number only. Now one more point is there, we will see that what will happen if two numbers are irrational number. If two numbers are irrational number, if we perform the operation, then the answer will be a rational number or irrational number. The fourth point tells us that the sum difference, the fourth point tells that the sum difference product and one more is and quotient of two irrational number numbers could be rational or irrational. See, student, the sum, difference, product and quotient of two irrational numbers could be rational or irrational. We will see here few examples related to this. Okay, what will happen if you take two irrational numbers? See here, examples. If I take root 3 plus root 3. Root 3 is an irrational number and here root 3 is also an irrational number. If you do addition, what may be the answer? What they are told? The sum, difference, product and quotient of two irrational numbers could be rational or irrational. The answer may be rational or irrational. We can't tell definitely. Okay. Now root 3 plus root 3 is 2 root 3. Now see here, this is irrational number, root 3 is also irrational. If you do addition, we are getting irrational number only. We can't tell here irrational number only will come. It may be a rational number also. Now see here, now if I take two irrational numbers, if I perform subtraction, if I take the difference, then root 2 minus root 2 is 0. Here 0 is a what? Rational number. Now if I take the product, root 6 into root 6. Root 6 into root 6. Now see here, if I do multiplication, root 6 into root 6 is root 36. It will be 6. Here 6 is a rational number. Okay. If I take root 13, now if I perform a division, root 13 by root 13, it will be 1. So what we can tell is that the sum, difference, product and quotient of two irrational number. If you take two irrational numbers, if you do the sum, if you do the addition, if you perform subtraction, product and quotient, the answer may be rational or irrational. We can't tell this is irrational only. It may be a rational number also. Say for this we will take one example. Say if I take root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. Now see, if I take one irrational number root 3, okay, one irrational number root 3 and one more irrational number 2 minus root 3. This is also irrational number and this is also irrational number. Okay. Now if I perform addition, now we will see whether it is irrational or rational. Say root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. Plus root 3 minus root 3 get cancelled, 2. See here. Once the answer will come rational and one more time the answer will come irrational. Therefore, in overall what we can tell, the sum, difference, product and quotient of two irrational number if you take, if you perform the operation, definitely the answer may be rational or irrational. See here, once again we will revise the points. Operations on real numbers. The first point is that if you take two rational numbers and if you perform the operations, definitely the result will be rational number only. Second point, if we add, subtract a rational number with an irrational number, the answer is irrational number only. Third point, if you multiply or divide a non-zero rational number, okay, if you multiply or divide a rational number with an irrational number, the answer will be irrational. If you take two irrational numbers and if you perform the operations, definitely the answer may be rational or irrational. Okay, we will see the few examples based on this concept. Okay, we will work out some of the problems based on these 4 points. See your problems. First one, add 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 and root 2 minus 3 root 3. Now see here students, they told to add, we have to do addition. See here this is, definitely this is an irrational number because here root 2 root 3 is there and this is also an irrational number. If you take two irrational number, if we add, what the result? The answer may be rational or irrational. We will perform now. Say solution, 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 plus add is there, no? Add, here we will give the symbol of addition, root 2 minus 3 root 3. It will become 2 root 2 plus 5 root 3 plus root 2 minus 3 root 3. Now see here, we will collect the like terms here, 2 root 2 plus root 2 plus 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3. Now see here common is root 2 plus 1 and here common is root 3, what are the remaining? 5 minus 3. Now 2 plus 1 is 3 root 2 plus 5 minus 3 is 2 root 3. Now see here students, we can't add this. Okay, don't do 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Don't do 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 and 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. No. Whenever the numbers in the square root form, okay, whenever the numbers are like this, only we can add if the same numbers are there. See here, root 2, 1 root 2 plus 1 root 2 is 2 root 2. Don't do the addition of root 2 plus root 3. Don't write root 5, it is not possible. Okay. Now see here, we take two irrational number, the answer we got is irrational number. They just told to add. We will see the second problem. Second problem is multiply 6 root 5 by 2 root 5. We have to multiply this. Now see here, this is an irrational number and this is also an irrational number. If you multiply two irrational numbers, the answer may be rational or irrational. Now we will check it. Solution: 6 root 5 into 2 root 5. Now see here, 6 into 2 into 5 multiplied by 5. It will become 6 2s are 12. Root 5 into root 5 is root 25. 12 into root 25 is square root of 25 is 5. 12 5s are 60. Yes, 12 5s are 60. See, whenever it is a multiplication, we can multiply this, but not in addition. Okay. Now see here, we took two irrational number, but the answer is coming a rational number. Okay. Third one, divide 8 square root of 15 by 2 square root of 3. Now see here, solution. Here these two are irrational numbers only. We have to perform a division. Say 8 square root of 15 by 2 square root of 3. Now the answer we'll check. The answer will be a rational or irrational. Now see, 8 by 2, this 15 can be written as root 5 root 3. Yes or no? 5 3s is 15. Here multiply by 3. Root 3 will get cancelled. 2 1s are 2 4s are. The answer is 4 root 5. Say what we can conclude from here. We take two irrational number and we perform division. The answer, the outcome we got is again irrational number. So in today's class we have learned we have applied on the real numbers, and we came to know the very important 4 points, right? In next class we are going to read how to finding roots of a positive real number geometrically and mark it on the number line. In next class we are going to continue. Thank you.